Now, let's talk about the actual Mom's Basement podcast featuring TRISHA Paytas, Keemstar, and Faze. So prior to all of this, prior to us actually having the opportunity to listen to what went on in that podcast, there was this huge thing back and forth with Trisha and Ethan Klein, and it was literally insane. And personally, I felt like Trisha should not have gone on that podcast. At least it's too early for her to go on that podcast. But she made her decision, she made her bet, and now she's going to lay on it. And she's getting a lot of hate from different people online, and people are not buying it. People are leaving snake emojis under her post. People are just calling her different names, and I guess she's probably used to this sort of hate. I honestly feel like this is such a betrayal, because even though Trisha is going to say that she's doing her job and this is what she does, that doesn't really excuse what she did, because this is family. Like, you don't do this sort of thing to family. And whatever, she can justify what she had done in whatever way that she thinks is necessary. But in my humble opinion, and I feel like the majority of the internet has the same opinion, that it was just unnecessary. It was just unnecessary. It was very low. And Ethan and his family also feel the same way. And now I feel like any single chance that might have been there for Ethan and Ela and his family to be at her wedding has just literally been cut off. It seems like now this entire frenemies drama just keeps going deeper and deeper, and actually causing more harm than it would have been if they had both been more mature about the situation. Although I do think Ethan tried his best, but that's besides the point of this video. I'm just going to get into the actual podcast. So on the podcast, one thing that literally ticked me off, and I was just like, why, was the fact that TRISHA Paytas could talk about Gabby Anna, but this is the same person that they have claimed triggers them so much. I don't understand how they can, when someone else is bringing up her name with Gabby's name, it's so horrible. It's like the worst thing they could do, because that person is their trigger. But they can go on a podcast and talk about this person and not get triggered. Please make it make sense. If you understand this, let me know in the comment section down below, because I am so confused. I don't understand this. I don't think it makes sense. I just think they're literally trolling at this point. I personally don't think there's anything there, because it doesn't logically make any sense. When it comes to Ethan Klein, it seems like Trisha was actually, maybe like a little bit nicer than I thought she might have been on the podcast. She did bring up the whole, not posting the last episode of Frenemies thing. But how do you expect someone, it's just a question I'm going to pose, right? How do you expect someone to post something that they were ambushed into doing? If you've watched a couple of videos ago that I made about this entire thing, I will link it above if you want to go check it out. But Trisha allegedly ambushed Ethan Klein into filming that last Frenemies podcast based on what they said on their video that they made about the entire situation. They apparently just walked in there and they were like, "Ooh, let's film the last episode." And they are now mad and upset that Ethan is refusing to post it and saying that it's because he's a coward and he's all these things. And the fact that she actually thinks that Frenemies is canceled because of Ethan, and not because of the entire shenanigans that went on the actual last episode, but because Ethan refused to film more with her. It's completely flabbergasting to me. Flabbergasting. They also talked about the beef between Keemstar and Ethan, and you know what? I feel like that beef should honestly be non-existent at this point, because it's been so long. It's been since 2017. I feel like both people should come together and hash things out, because it seems like Keemstar wants to hash things out, but Ethan doesn't want to hash it out. But I feel like it might actually not be possible at this point, because of the fact that he was somehow connected to the strike that H3 Production YouTube channel got on their stuff, and because of that they're not able to post on YouTube. So I feel like the fact that it's affecting their business at this point, I feel like that might not happen, but hopefully in the future I feel like they both should come together. I do know Keemstar is a troll, major troll, but I feel like they need to sometime in the future put their differences aside and all that shenanigans. But guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye. Also, don't forget to let me know what you think about this entire situation, because I feel like I'm over it at this point. I feel like I'm over it, and they all just need to stop. I feel like Trisha needs to stop talking about this entire situation, because Ethan stopped talking about this entire situation a long time ago. Even when she talked about the last episode, he said nothing. So I feel like she needs to stop, and this whole thing would be behind us at this point. And I am done talking about this. Bye bye.